God Almighty checking in, man. Listen, YouTube, let's get right to it. Let's get to another video. I got my tripod today. We locked in. Let's get it. So today's video is going to be about uh, getting out of your own way. I wish there was a more sexy way to kind of like put it. Um, you know, been talking to a lot of people, and actually today's video is going to be about making yourself the number one focus. Now, getting out of your own way is the first step, I would say, to getting that result, right? If we are doing things that, if we're worried about, okay, for example, one of my younger brothers, they're on campus, they're throwing parties, they're doing the stuff that I used to do, and one of the things, I see them, respond to like, just little things, haters, things of that nature. And I asked them, I said, well, why are you even giving that any energy? And they're like, oh, I'm just trolling, it's just the internet, woo, woo, woo. And I get it. Like, I definitely get it. I definitely understand that's kind of like the culture to kind of be, to troll and to do that kind of rage bait and stuff like that. But I asked him, I was like, bro, like, why do you keep giving that situation energy? He's like, well, it's just, I'm just trolling. But it's like, yeah, you trolling, but you still giving it some type of energy, which is basically you telling the universe like that's what you want, or you want more of that energy because you're entertaining it. Me personally, I've gotten to a point where it's like I don't even entertain people if I feel like their energy is off. I feel like something's up, or whatever. I don't even respond because I'm above the situation. And when you're above situations, you tend to you can reflect on those situations a little bit easier and say, okay, well, I know where this person's headspace is at because I've been there. I've been immature, or I've been in this frame of thinking that they're in, and at this point in my life I'm no longer in that mid. I can't sacrifice any more energy to that situation, because if I do, I'm not going to that's less energy I'm spending into myself. And if you're someone who has a lot of goals and a lot of things you got on your plate, you can't afford to listen to people, and you can't afford to give things that don't deserve your energy attention. It's not going to make you feel better. It's not going, and I get it, because like trolling, it's like, in the back of your mind, you're just rage baiting, but just energetically, you're still giving attention to negative uh, surroundings. And it is kind of like, don't get me wrong, like, you know, going back and forth. I don't know. I've just never been that type of person to go back and forth on the internet. But, you know, these are just things that I see. And the biggest thing that I told him was, yeah, like, bro, you need to lock in on yourself. Like, focus on your task. Focus on those things. Like, when people say stuff like that, or they try to rage bait you, or whatever the case may be, just know that you're doing something right, because something inside of them isn't isn't comfortable with what you're doing. And if you're doing, all you have to do is ask yourself, is this person doing more than me, or am I doing more than them? Is this person adding value to my life, or do I not even know them? Right? So it's a two-way street. You gotta also see where because if you're entertaining it, and it's, oh, well, I hate people that are always on my meat, or whatever, pause. Like if you always, I know what I'm saying, like we all know somebody's like, oh, people always say this, that, and that. Maybe it's because you're him. Maybe it's because, you know what I mean? Like maybe you are someone that people pay attention to. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But I know when I'm doing things and I'm doing the things I need to be doing, that's when people start to talk about me. That's when the rumors start, and that's when all this and all that. And you just got to know how to play your cards through it all. You can't give certain things energy because now I know what to say to piss you off. You know, it's just like playing sports. Like when you beating somebody ass, right? Let's say you playing basketball, you up by 30. That nigga, them boys that's losing by 30, they feelings hurt. They feelings hurt. They feel some type of way that y'all up 30. You probably not even really even pressed. But y'all ever notice when niggas start losing, what they do? They start talking shit. Niggas start saying shit to you, like personal things, like, bro, you a bitch. What the whoop? You ever stop to think about, like, why is that? They trying to distract you. They can't beat you at what you're doing, so they have to distract you by taking you out of your element. And that's the only way that they know you can. That's what I said. That's the only way that you can lose is if people take you out of your own element, especially when you're on a run. But you have to look at the situations that you're in and see it happening in front of you. Point blank period. If you're not looking at what the possibility could be, why they're doing these things, or what position am I in? Am I going up right now? Oh snap. Did I just drop 30 on their head? Oh, he can't guard me. That's why he's talking junk, because he can't guard me. They down 30. He has nothing to lose. He's got to talk me out my game, because if he don't, we probably going by 50. But you know what I'm saying? But if you hoop, you get what I'm trying to say. When people can't guard you, this is metaphorically, if they can't guard you in real life, they gonna hate. They gonna say, oh, you're not that good. Or, you know what I'm saying? They gonna say, oh, well, he can shoot, but he can't dribble. They always gonna have something to say. But the only thing that you can do, the only thing you have control over is what you focus on. So if you focus on yourself, it doesn't matter what anybody else is saying. So that's going to be today's video. If you made it this far, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys think. Have you ever had a hater in the comment, or have you ever had a hater just spread rumors, talk about you, etc.? Let me know in the comments. All right, we're on the road to really 500 subscribers, maybe 1K, but you know, we're coming up on a year in January or so. So make sure you guys subscribe. It means a lot to me. And let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.